Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Angie, and today I want to discuss something very important. See, this is probably the most important video I'm ever going to make, and I'm going to say this. So if you've never watched any of my videos and you're thinking which should I watch, if you could watch just one video, I promise you this is the video to watch. So basically, and this would favor those that are just coming in now for September intake or those that have just arrived. You see, this is something I wish someone told me, or something I paid a lot of attention to, because then that would have been useful. For a lot of us, the goal is to find work experience when we are done here, right? Yeah, you want to get work experience in the field you have studied in, or even in a new field. And to do that, we need sponsorships. Or at least you need a job that allows you be on the postgraduate work permit and still get the job. But then there are certain big companies, I'm talking the big companies. If you're in accountancy or something, you probably know them as the big four. So you see all them KPMG, you see PwC and co. They hire people even on graduate study, on graduate working route. Like, for example, say you're a data analyst, they have graduate data analyst schemes where they train you better and then pay you to work as a data analyst, which would then help you by the time you're done with your 1 year or your 2 years. You could keep working with them, or you could go work for someone else. Now, these big companies are popular for sponsoring the students that work with them, that the graduates that go on to work with them in these schemes. And so my advice here today, or basically the purpose of this video, is to start out early. Immediately you come. You know, the way these things are structured, many of these companies, some say you can only apply once in 6 months, some say you can only apply once a year, and a lot of them will be opening up their applications for next year this September. So I'm saying, as you have arrived now, or as you're going to be arriving in the coming weeks or months, please apply immediately. I know you're asking, but Angie, I don't know anything. I don't know what exactly am I going to be doing. You don't have to do anything right now, because for a lot of them, they have a basic entry level. They just want you to have GCSE or a BSc, or I just need a basic level, and then you go through the process. So even if there's a technical aspect to it that you do not know yet, by the time you have to do the interviews in about 6 months to 8 months or later on, you already know what you're supposed to be talking about. You already know your onions at that point. And it helps, because if you can only apply once in 6 months, it means you get September to apply. If you wanted to, you could apply in February or March again. If it doesn't work out, or say it works out, but because you cannot leave your student visa, you decide to try again, you still have September, October again before your visa expires. If it is once in a year application, you can apply now and apply once again next year. And you can do this for all these companies. I mean, I've talked about like the big four, but there are other companies that do the same thing. All these banks, they do them. Natwest, Lloyds, HSBC and co. You just need to find a program that works for you. In tech, you have Accenture, you have a lot of them. And many of these schemes cover a wide variety. So even with the accounting firms, they still have data analysis, they still have technological aspects to it. So if that is what you're interested in, you can do that. But the main point is that it helps you. You are able to just try a number of companies that could give you a sponsorship and help you. They're not just giving you sponsorships, they're helping you train. If, for example, you're doing the auditing with PwC or one of the big four, you're going to be able to become a chartered accountant, and they'll pay for it. Of course, that means more work for you, but you're going to be the beneficiary at the end of the day. So it's just an advice, and it's just something I think people should take seriously. On the other hand, even if you're not if you don't want to go on the graduate schemes that these companies have, immediately you come in, start applying for jobs, start applying for things that will be on for next year. Most summer internships are going to be open right now. It's just like this 10,000 black students and the rest of them, they are all opening this September, October, or they might even be open already. If not, they're going to be open later this September. So it makes a lot of sense for you to just put yourself out there. And so by the time, don't wait. Because for example, I know 10,000 blacks, it closed January this year. So imagine it closing by January and then you've not put in an application. Some even close like this same year. For example, some open September and close by November. So you do not want to be left. Just get started. Yes, you probably do not know what you're going to say, but eventually you don't know how to pass the interviews, but then you can walk along with it. Do not wait until you're done with your study. I wish I did that, because I mean, I've tried for one of these companies. I only started trying in June, and then as I tried in June, but I only even tried for one of them in that June. And many of these companies taking people on a rolling basis. That means once they have enough people, they close it, and you can only apply to like one sector, only apply to one branch. So if that branch is complete, it's like a game of cards. That is it. So the earlier you start, the better. The branch I applied for, apparently they already even had people. So at the time I did not even go through all the stages before they told me to just hold off, because they already have enough people and there was no need doing the next stage. So please and please, if you're really interested in gaining work experience, do not wait until you get the needed knowledge. Just start up now. A lot of jobs have basic requirements. Get in there and try your luck. Try as many times as you can. Apply for internships, apply for jobs, apply for whatever you are interested in, and just keep at it. If you do have any questions, you can pop them in the description, in the comment section, and I will get to them. I will try to list a number of these companies in the description box, so that can guide you towards companies you can look out for. And if they've said their recruitment, I'll probably put a link. If not, just watch out for them. I myself, I'm on a notice list for some of these companies because I did not do what I was supposed to do when I was supposed to do that. But now you have the opportunity. Don't say you did not watch this. Don't say you did not hear. You don't have that excuse. I mean, but it's my loss, but it doesn't have to be your loss. All right, thank you for listening, and don't forget, you can always reach me whenever, and we'll walk through whatever it is. Until later, bye.